So when you're getting ready to create your classroom account, this is where you'll start. On this document, it is a two-page tutorial on how to use Haiku Deck, and I'll kind of go through these things for you. The second page is how to share it when we're finished. But to start with, if you haven't done this yet, click on this link here, and it will take you to this form. And you'll be logged into your Google Mail, so your email will automatically populate. So then just add your name with last name first, and then choose which period you are in before you submit. That way I get your email and the class you're in, so I can add you to our classroom on Haiku Deck. So once you're logged in, or once you do that, you'll get an email from someone named Adam Tratt, and he's the founder of Haiku Deck, and it's inviting you to create an account. If you've never created an account, you'll get an email with a link to do that. And what I would do is just finish creating your password, make it Mustangs, so it's easy to remember, or Mountain, something like that. And you'll use that same password and then your email like you use on a Chromebook to sign in to Haiku Deck. If you had an account in the past and you just get an email saying you're added to the class, you probably just need to go and reset your password to get in if you don't remember it. If you need help with that, let me know. Once you get your account created, these are all the things you can do with Haiku Deck, from formatting your background and the layout of it, and picking the background image, adding videos, adding voice. All of these things I will give you a quick run through in just a second. Once you're logged in, this is your main dashboard for Haiku Deck. And if you've never created a deck, you need to create a new deck. And if you haven't started, then you would just click the pencil to edit the one you started. So now I am in my Haiku Deck that I've already started, and if you notice, here are those same images that were on the two-page helper. The first one is your slide type, your format. And so you've got the different options here. Your title slide looks like this. And then the bulleted list will look like this. And a numbered list here. Paragraphs. And then for this one, I chose this option here that gives me a chance to mix up text and images. And I kind of show you the different formatting options for each of these. Let me go back to my title slide, and once you're on whatever format you have, then there's a layout option here, and then you can just move around to get the text where you want it. I want to make sure that my title slide is beneath the beginning of my sentence, so I could do something like that or like this to make that easy to read. For my background, I went to this set the background option, and I searched for a question mark or a question. And then you just choose the images you want to use. And the cool thing with these is they're part of the Creative Commons, so you don't have to do any extra things to credit it because they're already credited within the slides. I'll show you when we hit play. But I liked that one. You also, like for example, if you have a photo of your volcano or a map of your volcano, you have it saved in your Google Drive or your H Drive, you can just click My Pictures and search for where it is. And if you use Google Drive, you may have to link the two together. And then you can upload photos that you have saved that way. You can also do solid color images or solid colors for your background, or you can create a graph or a chart if you have data that you want to share. But for this one, this is my title slide, so I'm just keeping it as a title slide. Same thing with the bulleted list. You can change your background images or solid colors. There's not much choices with the bulleted list or the numbered list with layout. It just changes how it is aligned. For the paragraph slide, and that is this one here, you've got different options under the format here, or the layout of how you can arrange your paragraphs. Depending on what image you're using, you may want it to cover the whole screen or part of the screen or the left or the right, but you can arrange it that way. Same thing for this one. You can move around to make your text and your images fit together. And if you go back to the setting the background, that's where you change your image. I just searched for a camera image, and then if you click the solid color, that's how you change that color that goes with it. So lots of choices to customize your slides. The next one is my video slide. So if you come over on the left, here's all the options, and there is a add a video option here. I found this clumsy penguin option or video that I liked, and so all you do is share, and then grab that link. You may need to do this at home. If you need help here at school, I can get a link for you since it could be blocked depending on what it is. But you just copy the link and then go back and paste it in here. You can also search for videos through this. And then if you notice, I have this box checked currently. Like when I add a video, this screen would be my background, but I didn't want that. So I went back to the background tab and chose a penguin image for this. But when I play it, my video will play instead. The last option you have here is adding your voice. So if I go to the next slide, I did add voice to this. So normally you'd have a record option. I've already recorded, so now I have a play option so I can listen to my audio. And then I can remove it if I need to re-record it. The big thing to remember here, if your microphone doesn't seem to be recording, make sure your pop-up blockers are turned off because you do need to allow access. And one last thing is to be sure your microphone isn't set to mute. I just recorded a few minutes ago and mine had switched to mute and I did not realize it till I was finished, and so I had a video but no audio. So make sure your microphone is not set to mute. The last slide on here is just a reminder about sharing, and we will kind of go over that really quickly here. When you share this with your teacher, we're just adding the link to a Google form, so click the share button. Let me show you again. It's the little share button here, and then click copy link. But because you will lose access to this, and if you go to download this as a PowerPoint, you'll lose your audio. So click here to save this as a video, then you can put it in your Google Drive or your H Drive so you don't lose this in the future. When you think you're finished, make sure to hit the play button and scroll through your slides to be sure they're the way you want them. If there is audio attached to the slide, there'll be a speaker here you can hit to listen to your audio. And if there is a video attached to a slide, there'll be a play button here to play that video. And just like before, there's a share button here to get this link to share with your teacher. You can go back to the editing screen from here, or you can download, but again, it's just the PowerPoint. To download the video, you need to go back to the editing screen and click this one. If you have any questions, my email is at the bottom of this form, and I will try to get back with you as soon as I can. One other thing, there is a help button. So if you click this question mark, it will pop up and share and tell you what all the different things do. And then the more help option will give you even more tutorials and videos to do other things within Haiku Deck. Again, if you have questions, come see me or you can email me. Thanks.